The multi-billion-dollar fitness industry is a business fueled on in a desperate world of people who would do just about anything to look a certain way at any cost. And in this world of shiny new gym equipment and fancy gym memberships, simple exercise truths are often forgotten or even worse, misinterpreted. And so today we are on a mission to bust some of these exercise myths that are abounding all over the place right out of existence. Myth 1. Holding weights while doing cardio increases your calorie burn. Yes, but definitely not enough to make it worthwhile. The added intensity of holding weights while doing cardio does bump up your calorie burn slightly, but it can also lead to elbow and shoulder injuries. You'll expend more energy if you increase the weight you carry, but excessive or uncontrolled movements can damage the joints or cause muscle injury. And since the risks far outweigh the benefits, we are busting this myth today. Don't do it. A better option for blasting those stubborn extra calories: increase your speed or resistance level on the treadmill and alternate your cardio program with a proper strength training routine that does justice to your muscles. Running is counterproductive to strength training. Running is definitely not counterproductive to building muscle unless you're looking to dramatically increase muscle mass. In fact, as a weight-bearing exercise, running helps develop more lean muscle mass in the lower body, which also keeps your bones healthy. That doesn't mean it's a substitute for strength training for the lower body though. Include lower body strength moves like squats and lunges and upper body moves like push-ups and pull-ups to reduce injury risk, increase stamina and boost metabolism. Myth 3. Doing a lot of ab exercises or working on a lot of abdominal devices will get rid of all that excess belly flab. Please do not believe everything you hear on those late-night infomercials. While an ab-crunching device might help strengthen the muscles around your midsection and improve your posture, being able to see your abdominal muscles has to do with your overall percentage of body fat. If you don't lose the belly fat, you don't see the ab muscles. But can doing ab crunches help you to lose that belly fat? Experts say no. You can't pick and choose areas where you'd like to burn fat. So crunches aren't going to target weight loss in that area. In order to burn fat, create a workout that includes both cardio as well as strength training elements. This will decrease your overall fat content, including the area around your midsection. Myth 4. The no pain, no gain theory, but in the extreme. So if you haven't been feeling the pain, your workout has just not been worth it. While it's absolutely true that you should push yourself and try to extend the limits of your endurance when you exercise, it's not true at all that the best workouts are the ones that leave you feeling horrible, sore, and beat up the next day. Discomfort is natural, but pain? No way. So for those of you who believe that the more strenuous the workout, the better it is, I've got good news for you. Stop killing yourself. It's not going to help you reach your goals. Not at all. You should expect to have some degree of soreness a day or two after working out. That's very different from feeling pain while you are working out. A fitness activity should feel strenuous, but it shouldn't hurt while you're doing it. And if it does, then either you're doing it wrong or you already have an injury. As for working through the pain, we simply don't advise it. If it hurts, stop, rest, and see if the pain goes away. And if it doesn't, go and see a doctor. Myth 5. Your weight is the be-all and end-all, your ultimate fitness goal. There are some newbies who hit the gym and they weigh themselves every single day looking for results. Sometimes they weigh themselves before and after a gym session. Week after week, When they see no progress on the scale, they get impatient, start saying that this simply doesn't work, and quit. It's impossible to realize that losing the extra weight should be the side effect of exercise and not your ultimate goal. Even though a person may not be losing weight, his health would have improved in ways that simply can't be measured. After a few months of increased exercise, you are healthier and you have reduced your risk factors such as blood sugar levels. Also, as you start to exercise, you cut down on body fat, which reduces the weight, but you're also simultaneously building muscle, which is heavier than body fat but shows reduction in the inches of your body. Your weighing scale cannot tell the difference between body fat and muscle. Try a complete body analyzer instead. It will give you a much more accurate picture of your actual progress. So stay away from exercise myths, be smart about your fitness plans, and stay safe and healthy.